I'm pretty scared right now. The scariest thing for me about committing to a self-employed life isn't about going back to zero and learning a new skill. It's the fact that I wake up in the morning and unless I can make it happen, I've got no income, I've got no money coming in. I think a lot of people think the scariest part is about, like I said, going back to zero and going back to basics and being bad at something again and having to learn a whole new profession. But in my experience, that pales in comparison to the thought of my savings just evaporating every month. Last night, me and my partner sort of crunched all our financials just to see how much I need to be earning per month. And it really frightened me, to be honest. It kind of hit home how serious this is and how quickly I need to start earning money. Otherwise, our savings are going to evaporate so fast. So we kind of worked out that I need to be making £1,000 a month just to break even on the essentials. So that means no holidays, no fancy meals out, or no buying myself clothes. That is the pure essentials. So my goal for the first couple of months is I need to get to £1,000 a month as quick as possible. Otherwise it's going to eat into our savings. And because of that fact, I now feel like quite a lot of pressure to perform. I think I'm the type of person that sort of looks at stuff and goes, oh yeah, it'll be fine. I'll work it out on the way. But last night really put it into perspective of just how serious this could be, and how hard I'm going to have to work to make this work if I don't want to go bankrupt, basically. So I definitely feel the pressure now. I've sort of had even overnight, I've had this mindset shift of it's go time. I really need to make this work. Every decision I make now is it feels a bit heavier. It feels like I'm taking it a lot more serious. And I'm not just doing it from the perspective of this is exactly how I want it to do. I'm also considering sort of actual facts of this is how I need to do this to be successful. This is the proven way to be successful. And I think definitely at the start, that's going to be a balance. In my head, I would love to do everything my way, but I have to, like I said, I have to earn that income. So I have to listen to the best practices of the industry, and kind of work my way up that way. I can see now why a lot of people probably stay in a safe job, even though they have dreams and ambitions of becoming self-employed, becoming their own boss and kind of taking control of their life. But this stuff is scary. Staying feels so much safer right now. But to me, it also feels like it's slowly giving up. It's slowly sort of eating away at my passion, which for me is something really important in my life. And that's why I'm fully committing to this self-employed life. So I've set myself 4 rules to kind of keep me on track in this journey. And my first rule is I have to treat this like a business, not a dream. Obviously, I can get carried away in fantasy, but when it comes down to the real decisions, I have to treat this like a business. I have to do what's right for the business. The second rule is I have to learn fast. I am a newbie in this industry. I've set up 1 or 2 businesses in the past, but they were always like side hustles and they never really took off. This one has to take off. So I have to learn fast. It might not always be perfect, but I have to put myself in situations where I'm able to learn, I'm able to grow, and I'm able to get knowledge as quick as possible. My third rule is never turn my nose up at any work. So even if it's the smallest of small jobs, I have to go there, I have to get the experience. I have to get used to invoicing clients. I have to get used to booking clients in, talking to clients, bringing the right tools to the job, getting the job done, signing it off, getting paid. So no matter how big or small the job is, I have to say yes, and I'm going to try and make it work, especially at the beginning. My fourth rule is to be really honest with finances. So I'm going to have to track these really seriously. All my expenses, all my incomings, all my outgoings. But on a personal level as well, because if, say, for example, I do go 3 or 4 months without making any money, I'm really going to have to reconsider whether my savings can last any longer than that. Because I do have a family to think about. I do have 2 young kids and a partner. And I need to make sure I'm not being reckless. Like, I am scared, but I'm not reckless, okay? I'm doing this for good reasons. And I really think, I really believe I can make it work. So I've set up this channel to document my journey. I want to document the failures. I want to document the successes. I also want to give people a bit of confidence, hopefully if it takes off, that they can achieve this themselves. A lot of people have these kind of dreams, but they never actually commit to them. I'm going to commit to it, I'm going to document it, and we'll see if it works or if it doesn't. So if you'd like to follow on the journey, please subscribe and see how it turns out.